Good morning, people. It is Sunday, August 16th. Woo! I got a lot of work to do today, but I praise the Most High for waking us up and allowing us another day. If you are living, if you are breathing, if you can see, you can hear, if you can talk, if you can laugh, you are alive and been given another day by the Most High to try it again. So that's where I'm at this morning. It is 10:49. I had a very, very long sleep, which is good for me. That's why I feel so energized, because Friday night after I came back from the movie theaters, I stayed up till 3:30 in the morning making cinnamon rolls for a bake sale that was happening Saturday evening. I went to church. I got 5 or 6 hours of sleep, probably 6. Went to church. That was a whole day thing. Our church is in Orlando, 2 hours away from where we live. Then I came home, and I think when we got home at I want to say 8 o'clock, I am going to sleep by 9. So I basically had a 12-hour sleep. That's really, really good. I did wake up at 5:30 this morning to turn off the alarm. I got out of my bed, I went over here on my dresser, turned it off, and I just remember just going back to sleep. I walked up, walked back, fell asleep on the pillow, and then I woke up and it was 9 a.m. And I got up, prayed, took a shower, brushed teeth, did all the amazing things that you do in the morning to feel refreshed. And now it's 10:50 and I need to get into Bible study to start off my day. I made a whole to-do list last night. You know me and my to-do list. There's much to do. College starts this week on the 19th. So there's that. That I'm not too concerned about. I just need to look at the syllabuses. I said that right? The syllabus printed out. I do realize that something may conflict with the trip that I'm taking. So I need to make it a way where I finish all my assignments. That way, while I'm on my cruise for 3 days, that I don't, have any problems or issues with that. Or at least I can tell the professor in advance, hey, I'm going to be out of, whatever. I have to get content made. I have 3 clients now that I have to make sure are good, and as well as myself. I have to plan content for this week. All of it is really not that big of a deal because I actually have some content stored. It's more so putting it in the folder so the client can approve them. And then I have my stuff. So I'm still waiting on some photos from one of the ladies that were at the content shoot with me that had, took some photos, and she said she's editing them. I'm still waiting on some of those. So, but I don't really want that to be my hold up. So maybe I can start just editing some of the content that I made myself, and then coming up with a content strategy of how I'm going to post them, and maybe even schedule some things, because I need to continue to do the organic side of marketing while I save up some money again for running ads. I'm running low on money this week. I have been spending a lot. I know it. I see it. It's fine. I'm proud of all my purchases I've made recently, but we gotta hold off for a week. What's really good is I looked at my calendar. No subscriptions are coming out this week, and I'm grateful that I put my subscriptions out on the calendar. This week, there's no subscriptions. So any other additional money that I spend will probably be on food. That means I'm cooking a lot this week. That's fun. That's awesome. I do have to cook today, and I did not put that on there. There's some chicken breasts that need to be made. And that will be my meal after I work out today, which I do need to work out as well, because Saturday I don't work out. That's my Sabbath. And Friday I did not work out. Did I work out on Friday? No, I did work out on Friday. I did. But it wasn't about the working out. It's the way that I ate. Friday, I had coffee, lots of coffee, probably equivalent to 3 or 4 cups of coffee, which is not bad, but they were sugary. And then I had a scone. I had, I didn't even eat a proper meal that day because I had candy chips, which is the nachos I had at the movie theater, and ices. Today is just planning for the week and setting myself up. Today, I have to win today in order to be successful, excuse me, for the rest of this week. I'm very excited. I'm very energetic. I'm very grateful to the Most High. So that's why it's time to get into Bible study and just go at it. I had a wonderful Sabbath yesterday, and I'm just ready to continue to keep going after that vision with the Most High. Definitely want to really speak to the Most High today about those things, and make sure that I'm doing what He has called me to do as well. Because I know I have my own desires, but I want to make sure the intent behind those desires is something that making sure it's in alignment with the Most High's word. I'll see you guys after the Bible study. All right, it's 11:42. Bible study has been completed. I did a slight Bible study from the verse of the day on the Bible app in Psalms 126, and then I went into my Apocrypha and did 2 chapters, Sirach 7 and Sirach 8. Lots of wisdom there and lots of reminders just for my personal life and some things I want to share. So in Psalms 126, the verse 5 was the verse of the day, and basically, it says, "They that sow in tears shall reap in joy. Your tears are never wasted." There is seasons of our life that we go through where it's a lot more sorrow and sadness and sowing than there is reaping. And this is something that, everyone will have to go through, because in Christ, this is just what happens. And different seasons in your life come with different things. I just want to encourage everyone watching that continue to sow faithfully, and eventually you will reap in joy. There's always pain before labor, before giving birth, and your tears will not go in vain, and you will reap eventually. Continue to sow faithfully. And something that's been really big for me is finding the joy in sowing. So this season in your life may be hard, and may be harsh, may be difficult, but all the more to find the joy or the joyful parts of your life, to do things that make you happy, to try to praise and worship the Lord, because that can bring us joy, to pray and really, seek the Lord, continue to read your scripture, and keep positive things around you and speak positive things, because, in misery loves company. And when you're already going through maybe a miserable season, there's just so many other things. Your eyes can start to view everything else miserably. But I think all the more in those seasons to pray for the strength to find the joy in your life, and really dive deep into that and make everything, intentionally make everything joyful. So that's my advice on that. And then for Sirach 7 through 8, there was lots of wisdom on dealing with people, lots of wisdom how, dealing with ourselves, departing from evil, sow not upon the furrows of unrighteousness. Do not do unrighteous things. Do not hang around unrighteous people, and do not evil. Those things will come back to you. Hanging around other people, you think it's one thing, and then eventually it's the other, then you don't recognize yourself eventually. Bad company really will corrupt you. I personally have experienced this in little ways, being in school, where your mind, things that you never would have agreed with, you may start to not agree with, but familiarize yourself with, or you'll start to try to understand it more, when in reality you should be just rebuking that entirely, because you're around these people and they're just people. They're people just like you, and you can, you have good times with them and things, and then you realize, wait, your values and what your parents are teaching are different from what my parents are teaching me, and there's a conflict there. So you just don't want to fall into that. I'm grateful that I haven't dealt with that much, being as I became homeschooled when I was in 6th grade after COVID happened. And then also the kids, for the most part, that I was surrounded by weren't kids that there wasn't that much conflict of our morals, because we were kids who were genuinely, either in my sports, we were just there to play sports, and we laughed and joked around with each other. We were also very young and innocent, as well as even in school, there wasn't that much of that. We really were just kids having fun. And also with the lack of social media and lack of influence from social media, there wasn't a lot of that. So I did get out of those spaces and being around people that could, corrupt my good morals and values that my parents taught me before social media really, really became a thing. As well as be not faint-hearted when praying. This is something that I've dealt with before. Faint-hearted means to lack courage. Do not lack bravery and courage in praying. Humble yourself greatly. Fear the Lord and honor his servants, priests, and ministers. And Sirach is also full of that wisdom as well. Even in the next chapter, in chapter 8, there was things about do not be the surety for someone that's mightier than you if you cannot. Basically, don't be collateral in finances for someone and you can't handle what you have to pay for them. If there's $100,000 situation that it falls back on you somehow, don't sign up to be the person that is supposed to fall on if something goes wrong, because you don't have the $100,000. But going back to what I was saying about the poor and the sick, that's how we I'm not gonna say help God, oh my gosh, no. But that's us being made in his image, right? Because that's what the Most High does. So we are to do that here. Weep with those that weep, mourn with those that mourn. Just be there for other people. That's a part of loving thy neighbor. And not all the time are you able to do it, but especially when it's on your heart to do so, you do it, and not looking for anything in return. And then a verse that I like in chapter 8, verse 5, it says, reproach not someone who turned from sin, because we were all worthy of punishment. Do not rebuke or look at someone in a negative light or view when they have turned back from their sin, because we are all worthy of punishment. Be glad and rejoice with that person instead, because they turned back from their wicked ways. And another thing that I've also been replaying in my mind as well is do not remind those people or continuously call them out by their mistakes. So that's big as well. Seek wisdom from elders and wise men. It said despise not the wisdom from elders, so people that are older than us, and wise men. Listen to their counsel and what they have to say, because it will help you. Kindle not the coals of a sinner. Do not engage or add fuel to the fire or with somebody who's a sinner. Outrightly too. You'll know those people. Rise not up in anger with an arrogant or manipulative person, because they will twist your words. It's very easy to get emotional with somebody who is outrightly arrogant and prideful and rude and disgusting and nasty somehow when they do things. But rise not in anger with them, because they will twist your words and then they'll make you look stupid. They're very good at doing these things. I already talked about not being collateral for someone mightier than yourself. Do not go to court against a judge or someone with status in the system, because the system will favor them. So be mindful of that. And that's something we see all the time, just injustice. The leaders or the judges not being held to the same standard that the regular common people are held to. Strive not with an angry man, and go not into a solitary place with them. When someone is angry or an angry man, to them, and this is what the Sirach says exactly, it says they don't care about seeing blood. They will kill you. And that's just it. And afterwards, they may be really will regret it, but in that moment, no. So if someone's that angry, digress, make peace, but you don't want to lose your life, okay? And then another verse, which I love about wisdom scriptures, is that sometimes it's common sense, but it's different seeing it when it's written down, and like these are commands from God. Open not thy heart to every man, lest they turn that back around on you. I've kind of deal with this when it comes to just wanting to be open and honest with everyone, even something as simple as making videos online. But there was people that will use your openness and honesty against you and make you out to be someone you're not, when you were just trying to be honest and when you were just trying to share or be genuine. Yeah, you have to be wise the way you do that, especially who you do it with, because you don't want that to be turned around against you, or now there's a rumor being spread about you and that ruins your reputation, all of these things. So there's levels to everything. There's balance to everything. Even in something as simple as this, you want to be honest and genuine and open. And while that sounds good, you can't be too extreme on that honesty and open side, but you also can't be too extreme on never letting anyone in. You just have to have the balance. And it's not something that you can just have, right? It varies from situation to situation, season to season, person to person. And we just have to, that's why it's so important to stay connected to the Most High every day. Prayer, reading your word, doing righteous things, living a righteous life, period, because that's how we have the Holy Spirit that will stay with us and guide us in those situations. So there is no, and this is something that I'm telling to everyone out there like me who wants the exact manual for every single situation, every single thing, to know how to execute every single possible situation. But the issue is that every situation is so darn unique. Every person is so darn different that there is no manual for that. The command is just to trust God and lean on your own understanding. And that's it. And for people that are overthinkers or overdoers or high achievers or the type A personalities, which is what I used to kind of be and still kind of am in some ways, but I'm growing out of it because I trust the Lord. Sometimes that's hard for people like us, but we have to do it because there's no way to possibly know how to be in every single situation. And we still will make mistakes. But that's why we have the Lord forgives us and teaches us his way. And that's why we always have to learn too, because there will be stuff that we don't know how to get through or how to even approach. But we have to start with the one who knows it all. And what's really awesome about the Most High sometimes is that he's not going to tell us exactly how to do something. We just have to trust him step by step. So that's fun, but it's great there's so much peace and there's so much blessing. It's such a blessing to rely on the Lord and not have to always figure it out yourself. So that is Bible study for today. Thank you guys for watching this portion. And now it's time to get into all the amazing work that I have to do today. For all of my clients. Oh, also, I want to talk about this African net sponge. I've used net sponges like this before, but the way that I felt when I came out the shower, I got that soap on this thing. I lathered it all up. First of all, made the soap so soapy. Soapier than I had ever seen it. My bar soap that I just got, the antibacterial one. It smells like sweet orange. I went like this, and I came out the shower, I felt so clean and so like I just scrubbed every follicle of dirt off of me that I've ever had on me. And then I use my body butter. I use my glycolic acid stick for my feet. I feel like I'm seeing an improvement in some harsh areas on my skin because of the glycolic acid. Like even on my elbows, I have very dark and abrasive spots in some areas. But like, I feel like it's less. I don't know why. I'll continue to update you guys on that. It's only been like, when did I get that Amazon stuff? I want to say it's only been like maybe, let's say 5 days of me using it. And I've used it every day. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? It's like, it's going away. And then I can even say with my face, my chin area right here that has like all these bumps, I think they're like clogged pores or something, using the antibacterial soap, the tea tree one, because I haven't used the CeraVe yet. It's like there's less less texture there. I don't know. I'm happy. I'm excited about that. Also, eating better, working out could also have something to do with it. Drinking more water. I need a Stanley again. I lost my Stanley. I don't know where it's at. But I'm stuck with this. I believe this is like an 8 ounce. That's not going to do nothing for me. But yeah, to-do list time. It's now 12:01.
I'm like that too. Every member on my team is a shooter. Tight like a room, no room for intruders. Small cooler, twisted Philly. And good humor. Don't be silly, it's gravy, baby. I got it all smothered. Like makeup, I got it all covered. You wanna joke? Don't be cool. It's authentic. Don't be fooled by these phony accusations, backlash and slanders, front and they publicity stunts and propaganda. Keep it private, cause I'm the commander in chief. I never stop like hey. Give me your breakdown.
We are definitely gonna get the heart rate up, do some full.
Workout is completed. It's been completed. I spent 30 minutes on the mat just watching TikTok. I don't know. I got really tired during the workout, but I completed it. It's done. It's good. We're good. Then I started watching TikToks on other girls and their workout journeys and their fitness lifestyle. And then I was like, the Pilates people look so good. And I'm like, I should start doing Pilates. And I'm like, okay, wait, no, you can't do everything all at once. Just focus on one thing. So maybe one day I'll get into Pilates. I have before as an attempt to lose weight, but that's when I wasn't consistent with anything. So I'm gonna focus on my weightlifting though. I do like my muscular thighs, little arms. You know, I like that look too. But maybe one day I'll get into Pilates. But right now I'm about to cook. I was gonna vlog and be like, this is how I cook. But let me see if I can do it really quickly. But I'm just like, I don't really want to. I already cut these in half. So you take the chicken breast and you cut it in half. I already cut these in half. So now, salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, all that great stuff. This happens while your pan is heating up on the stove.
Helping your money do more every day. Dollar General.
It is 8 o'clock. I just spent all that time on TikTok. I worked hard today. I deserve it. But I'm not in the shower. Get ready for bed. I'm just gonna edit some more videos as I go to sleep. Hold on, let me just sit. Just editing. It's just gonna
Well, that's just my profile picture.
I want to use these templates to kind of do promos for my vlogs, so I just seen that now. Wait, I wonder if we can active track the dumbbell. That'd be better.
Still want to know why this is my profile picture?
What? Oh, the one of you crying at Disney World.
It's not crying, but
Looks like you're crying. But yeah, I actually think I'm gonna close out this vlog. I know this vlog was short, just like the last one, but like I said, this is just documentation. Not every day is like full of stuff, and the most days, like today, I was working for a great portion of it, and then even my workout, like I just don't feel like recording my whole workout. One, because of angles. Two, I'd be looking like I'm gonna pass out sometimes. I cooked, so you guys got to see that. But no meetings. Today was Sunday. Sunday's pretty much what I do every Sunday. Unless I'm at a bake sale with my sister, which she didn't have one this week. But fall time, as it comes back, we'll be doing that every Sunday pretty much. Out there at the bake sales, because fall is when things pick back up business-wise, especially for my sister's business, because she sells desserts. Summer is very hard. Other than that, as always, we say our praise to the Most High, and I'm grateful to. Is there a fly in my room? I'm grateful to be alive and well and doing good, and as always, just like working and towards that vision. So tomorrow is probably gonna be nice and lame as well, but because I finished all of my client work, I feel like I'm gonna have like so much to do. But what is so fun is that I don't have as much money as I did previous week, so I'm just not gonna be like out the house eating everything. Like I'm gonna be home, so that's gonna be fun. But go to the gym. I don't know if I'm going to go to the gym. I've been doing the at-home workouts just fine. I do have that free team pass at the gym until I think it's to the 31st, right? So I can go there if I want to. I can always drive myself there if I want to, but I just been doing good with at-home workouts. I think I'm gonna do a glute workout tomorrow just to activate those. I've been hearing the difference between the glute med, glute max, all these things. I'm like, okay, so I'm working out one but not the other. So that, but I don't feel tired. The workout today was just, I was tired in it, but I'm good now. Just need to edit some clips together. It's just taking forever. Hold on. Actually, today makes 2 weeks until my birthday. So that's fun. My 18th birthday, yeah. And then technically the cruise as well. A really great thing is, one, I can really spend this week doing the extracurricular work I maybe don't get to do. So doing some additional research on being a social media manager, doing some additional research on meta ads, doing some additional research on investment accounts that I can open when I turn 18 so I can put my money in there. The best practices to have as you turn 18, credit, things like that. So those additional things that I've been wanting to learn, but it's great to have a week where you don't have anything really demanded of you, so you get to do the extra stuff, which is not really just extra, it's actually more so preparation if you want to do it in the future. So that's the really fun part about that. I am going to research some wax for my hair, for hair color. I was recommended by some of my sisters at the church to, if I want to find out what hair color and dye I kind of like, to do wax first, which is like temporary, which I think I might just actually do overall, because I just don't want to ruin my quality of hair. I just don't. Like, I really don't. And then, like I said, set up some meetings, because that's the only other thing that I can do this week, because I only have one mandatory Tuesday meeting. But other than that, unless there's another networking event going on in the city that I may decide to pop into, none of them really stick out to me. Oh, I forgot about that. Tomorrow I did want to try out Toastmasters. I probably can do that tomorrow evening. Toastmasters, the whole public speaking, learn how to speak well in better events. They're a big organization. Let me see what else. No, not this. There's a networking event happening. Not anything for Tuesday. Oh, I can maybe go to this. This costs $22 to go to, but I might do that. Huh. I finally can make it to one. That's really cool. Okay, we'll see how that goes on Wednesday. I'm gonna send myself a reminder. I'm glad that I looked. I can actually make it to that. That's cool. Okay, that's Wednesday. That's in Stewart. Okay, and then Toastmasters. I gotta check some information about it. But yeah, I might do that as well. I don't know. I'm trying to grow in confidence, and just those little characteristics are very important to have as a business owner and somebody who wants to, you know, do seminars and events, host events for young women eventually, you know, sometime in my life later on. So that's something big to me. Obviously, the Holy Spirit speaks for you, but I want to be able to, I don't know, just get over that fear or that pounding feeling when you're about to public speak, because when I really believe in what I'm saying and what I'm doing and I'm confident, I think that can really help me. But I think I just get like nervous, like what if I say the wrong thing? And it's like, typically when you're the one speaking, you're the expert. So people are there to listen to you, and they're not there to be like looking for your mistakes. They're more so there to learn from you. But if you're so worried about making mistakes, you're going to make them, and then you ruin the experience for yourself and the person listening to you. So that part I understand. I remember all this stuff, taking the public speaking course I took last year around this time when I first got to college, because I took public speaking online. So I want to visit Toastmasters. I've heard a lot about it. Matter of fact, my college had, they had the day where they call it club, what's the thing called? Where they present all the clubs they have in the school. Club Rush. Yes, Club Rush. Oh my gosh, I can't remember the name. But yeah, they had that a part of one of the things that they were doing, and they mentioned it. And I was like, oh, that's cool, whatever. But now I heard about it again from networking with other women in the business space. So, I don't know. I'll probably try it out and see how it is. I know is it free your first time? I think it's like free your first time or something. So, yeah, let's see. I'm probably going to get thrown on the spot. But, all right. All praises belongs to Most High, of course. And as always, hope you guys are having an amazing just life. I don't know where you're going to watch this, and I pray that you are sticking to your word, doing exactly what you said you'll do, right? That's really big. It brings so much more confidence to yourself. You trust yourself more. Honestly, you love yourself more. I think respect yourself more. I think that's it for sure. And I probably already said confidence, but your confidence levels will skyrocket, because it's like, I said I'd do it, I did it, I accomplished it. And I didn't give in to my flesh or give in to my, desires of like, that are like not helping me, I don't know. Do what you said you'll do. Be worth it. Like I said, I've only been really doing it for a week now, but I feel so much better. Like, really do. I'm happy, excited, all these great feels. Hold on. Oops, device. Right. So I'm gonna go now and hop out. I'll see you guys in the next vlog. As always, be yourself, but be righteous. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.